It has been a long time since Bengaluru moved on from its image as a retirement hub and transformed into the tech capital of the country. This fast growth of the city has, however, led to the increasing commercialization of what were once peaceful residential localities. Lakshmi Sivadas reports on the changing face of old Bengaluru and how Bengalurians feel about it.
Sneha Kandahil has been a resident of Indiranagar in Bengaluru for nearly 40 years, a time during which she has seen the area grow from a quiet residential suburb to one which houses some of the city's swankiest retail outlets and commercial establishments. While this is good news for the rest of the town that visits Indiranagar, the 300-odd members who are part of the BM Kaval RWA are far from happy.
We have about 80-odd restaurants and pubs. So they all offer valet parking. Now, what do you mean by valet parking? They come and park in front of my house and somebody else's house, right? So this was one huge problem we had. Traffic, we had sewage. Then we also saw a lot of outages in terms of electricity.
That can be a serious problem, especially for residents who move to an area for its peace and serenity. Ill-planned commercial establishments can also negatively affect property values, with prospective home buyers and investors scouting for other locations which are quieter. While having establishments like these can be a benefit, one must weigh the risks carefully too.
I don't think there's a negative effect of living in these areas. I think the question is where you live in these areas. Obviously, to be in an apartment which is on the main high street obviously doesn't make sense because of the traffic, the congestion and the noise. But if you were living in one of the quieter areas in this residential suburb, automatically it is going to make a lot of sense.
While a certain level of commercialization can be good, proper checks and balances must be maintained to ensure that residential living isn't thrown out of balance. So if you're one of those inconvenienced by this, what can you do? For starters, the BDA draws up master plans that provide clear demarcations for residential and commercial zones and also lists out what type of commercial activity can be carried out in residential pockets. You can use this to see if the commercial establishments in your area have all the right permissions.
The BBMP has to give the permission. So if you're seeing too many shops coming up, you can file an RTA to the BBMP and find out if they have already done the change of land use and then got it established, or if they have not done the change of land use and just establishing the houses, establishing the shops or the commercial establishments. And if it is not done, the courts, you can approach the courts.
Sneha and the BM Kaval RWA decided to do just that to reclaim a part of Indiranagar's residential charm. After a relentless pursuit with the BBMP, the RWA has successfully managed to shut down over 24 commercial establishments in Indiranagar that have violated land use rules. But this fight still rages on in other parts of Bengaluru, such as Jayanagar, Old Madras Road and even newer HSR layouts. The government must step in to ensure that this doesn't get out of hand by strictly enforcing rules for the operation of commercial establishments. With Lakshmi Sivadas from Bengaluru, Sharon Alex, NDTV.